Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to fix those annoying speaker rattles on your Mark 7 Jetta or GLI. I guess this could work on any car, but this one is known particularly for its passenger door rattles. So I'll show you how to fix those. I have already done this in my car, so you can see that the bass is fully maxed out. Now you can probably hear that there's literally no rattles, like at all. I didn't want to disturb the neighbors too much, so I didn't play it all the way up. Half the volume does the gist of it. But yeah, you get the idea. All right, so here's the materials that you'll need. You'll need 3 of these sheets per front door. That's what I found is enough. That is sound deadening material. Then you will need some foam tape to secure some of the clips and wires that are rattling. I found that some of them are, and that was causing those annoying rattles. And last but not least is the FastRings. It's the foam rings. These two go around the speaker and this one goes behind it. And trust me, that makes a lot of difference as well. Apologies in advance, I'm not gonna show you how to remove the door card or door panel. There's already a bunch of videos on YouTube about that, and yeah, it's really easy. All right, so to begin, I recommend to take this foam tape and start putting it everywhere where you have loose clips, plugs, or wires. So this is where I basically put it. First one is right here. This one was rattling a lot, and now I put 2 pieces of foam over here, and it doesn't rattle as much. At least it doesn't make the rattling noise, because it was without them. Then this over here, the security light, you can see how rattly that is. I put some tape, but it's still rattling, but it's not going to be as bad as it was. Then I also secured these wires together because for some reason they were separated. I feel like that's going to be better as well. And I put some tape over here on this wire holder because this was a little bit loose. I feel like this adds a little bit of padding. Then I also added padding over here, over here, over here. Basically, these were the spots where the wires were loosely touching the plastic, and now with the padding there's supposed to be less rattles. And I also have my obviously puddle light. You can watch the video install for that. I put a bunch of padding there. But yeah, this is what you do on the door card. Also put some over here. This was rattling right here. Yeah, basically try out all the clips and all the plugs. Whatever is rattling, just put that foam tape around it or underneath it, and that will fix them. So step number 2, you do pretty much the same thing, but on the metal part of the door. So I only put some tape over here because this was rattling. Then 1 piece over here, 2 pieces over here, and there was another one just like that over here, 2 pieces. That's it. Now it's ready for sound deadening. So for the sound deadening, the very first thing you need to do is to remove this like plastic cover. It's pretty simple. You just pry with the trim removal tool underneath and it's just gonna pop out. So the reason we took it off is so that we could place one of those sheets inside over here. That adds extra sound deadening. And then we also gonna place this behind our speaker because from here we can reach it, and unfortunately to remove the speaker on a Volkswagen is a bit of a hassle, so this is the way we gotta do it. Also put some foam tape on this bar because that plastic cover does touch it. Now the actual sound deadening, you just cut the sheets so they cover as much metal as possible. And I forgot to mention, you also need this roller to basically make it bond with the metal completely. So once you glue it on, you just roll it until there's no more diamond texture. It needs to be fully smooth like this piece over here. And now after the door is done, we can put our speaker rings on. So the small one goes on first, then the large one after it, and these have the adhesive backing, so yeah, easy install as well. And this over here is our finished product. So this is how your door is supposed to look after it is done. Now we can put the cover back on. And before putting the door handle on, it's a good idea to put a little bit of padding here as well. That way the door handle panel doesn't rattle, because I find that that also rattles a little bit. Alright, so after all the insulation and stuff, there's still rattles, but I found a really weird way to fix them. And basically these rattles are coming from all these panels that are molded together, and it's coming from the places where it's not molded. Like this pocket area is what's basically the last thing that's rattling, and it's rattling because over here these two panels are a little bit loose on each other. It was the case especially on the passenger door. So basically all you gotta do here is take these pieces of foam, and stuff them in those gaps using this trim tool. Yeah, that basically fixes all of those last remaining rattles. It's amazing how, but it works. Just to give the better idea, this is how it looks stuffed in when you fully stuff it there. As you can see, it does, and you cannot even see it after it is there. But believe me, this is what makes all of the difference. It removes literally all of the remaining rattles. Now, I also needed to add foam here and to the line that goes inside over here, like right there. And yeah, this fixes all the rattles. Now we're rattle free here.